Hi, and welcome to lesson number 7 in module 3 about e-business creation. In this video, we will cover the topic about autoresponders and answer the question what it is, why you should use it, and how you can use it. So the first question is, what is an autoresponder? An autoresponder is many things, and it is primarily an automated email software or a service where you can automate emails so that you don't have to manually send people an email once they, let's say, subscribe for a newsletter or subscribe to receive information when a webinar starts, or if they subscribe or type in their email to join a competition and be one of the people that win access to something. So autoresponders is a way to automate sending emails. And as you may know, as you've gone through both module 1, 2, hopefully, and through module 3, you will know that building an email list is important. And if you're not building an email list, you're missing out on tremendous potential, huge amounts of traffic and revenue. So autoresponders is not only used as an email software, but it is also the best way to build an email list. And why should you build an email list? Basically because you have an opportunity to have a dialogue with your customers, your target audience, people that have already shown interest in what you have to promote and what you have to offer, and then giving you their email in exchange for something of value. Autoresponders, as I said, it's an automated email software or service, so you use them to build these email sequences. And I will show you a 15-day email sequence later in this lesson. And last but not least, autoresponders is the best way to increase return on investment because you can build up a relationship with your subscribers and your target audience. And as you provide value, you brand yourself as a person with knowledge, and a person with knowledge will be acknowledged and people will buy from you. So email marketing is not dead, and many people have discussed if it is dead, but it isn't. People are making tons of money with it, and so can you. You can start using autoresponders as a great way to increase your revenue, and if you're not using it, you're doing it wrong. So let's get into the first one, which is building email lists. The path to building an email list is pretty simple. It is a 3-step process where people subscribe through a subscribe form on your website, landing page, sales page, whatever. Then they are sent a welcome email with free content, the content that they exchange their email for. Then, through doing these 2 steps, you build an email list. There are some bad things that you don't want to do, and there are some good things that you should do. So let's take the bad ones first. In the first step, when you have this subscribe form on your website, you should never, I can't stress this enough, never promote something of either bad quality or being scammy or anything like that just to get emails. Never ever sell your soul in exchange for emails. What you should do instead is always ensure that you promote good content, valuable content, and content that your visitor may find interesting, and content that your visitor is interested in. So if you're promoting something to build an email list that is not relevant, not into the same niche as your website or a blog or a landing page, you should rethink what type of offer you have and what type of offer you should offer to your visitor. So let's get down to the next one. When you send a welcome email with the free content, you should never start pitching something paid in your first email. Never. You should build up trust by sending free value for a couple of days before you start promoting something that your subscriber has to pay for. So this is really important, because if you start spamming people with paid promotions or paid offers, they will automatically think that you're a pushy salesmen that want to make a quick buck. So instead of doing this and having this salesman pushy approach, you should shift it over to always build trust through sending high value content. And I promise you that if you only send good content and have a link to your website as a signature on each single mail or something of that kind, people will eventually go to your website and see what type of offers you have, because you have built up enough trust, and the people see, or your subscriber sees you as an authority and a person with a lot of value or knowledge, and they want to know what else they can learn if they pay, because you want to make your subscriber think that, wow, I'm getting this much content and this much value for free. Imagine what I will get if I actually pay this guy or this girl. So if you manage to build up this type of attitude and mental state or mindset in your subscribers, you're doing a really good job. Let's get on to the last one, which is you build an email list. By doing the two first steps, you build an email list, and the size of this one depends on how much you do the first two. So when you build an email list, you should never sell your list. Never add your entire list with all emails on an auction or a marketplace. Never give it away, and never run what's called email swaps. An email swap is basically where you and someone else with equal size in email list says, hey, if I give you mine or this amount of subscribers, you give me the same back. So you're basically exchanging email lists. This is bad because of several reasons. One, they get spammed, or there is the potential of your subscribers that you've built a relationship with get spammed by someone else, the people that you exchange your email lists with, and you don't want people to get spammed, basically. And if you are, let's say that one of your most loyal subscribers have only subscribed to your email list, and then they start mysteriously receiving emails for someone else, then they know that you have given someone else their email. And this is a bad sign. It ruins your reputation, it ruins your relationship, and you're back to square one. So never sell, give away, or run email swaps. Period. The good thing that you have to do is make sure that you always keep on building your list and keeping it clean. By keeping it clean, I mean you should use the different services or services that are available to build or keep track of your subscribers, because you can always track your open rate and the people that have opened. And if someone goes through your entire email sequence that I will show you just in a minute, and they don't open your emails, you could send it once more, but you want to mark those people as inactive and not responsive, because you want as a responsive list as possible, and you can only get this responsive list by removing bad emails, so that you filter out the bad ones and keep the good ones. So let's take a look at an email sequence. This is the way my email sequence look for, or is a preferred email sequence for a 3-product business. So we have 3 products with different price levels. So we have a low ticket, mid ticket, and high ticket. So when you start out, you want to provide value. Day number 1 is the day they subscribed, so you want to send them the free value or the free content, the ebook or the cheat sheet or the book or whatever that they exchange your email for. You want to send that one in day number 1. Day number 2 is more about just adding in more value. So let's say that day number 1 was about 15 types of businesses that can be started online. So day number 2 would be something that would add more value to what they received in day number 1. So let's say 15 more businesses. Or you could go, let's say that for the next 2 days, so day number 2 and 3, you would go more in depth to the 7 first and 8 last in day number 2 and 3. So you want the free value that you promote or send to a subscriber to be relevant to what you already have been sending them. So day number 2 and 3, you will go more in depth into the 15 businesses that you were promoting or sending them in day 1. So this is one example, but you want your free value or the free content that you send for day 2 and 3 to be relevant to day number 1. Then after sending 3 days of free value, I typically do a low ticket pitch. A low ticket pitch is a product or a more, let's say, more valuable ebook. So instead of just sending 4 to 5 pages articles, in quote, or emails with a length of 4 to 5 pages article during day 2 and 3, I would compile an ebook of about 15 to 20 pages and promote this one. So the price for a low ticket product is between $4 and $19. So you could try $4, $5, $9, $12, $14, $17, $19, whatever, between $4 and $19. That's a low ticket product. Then after sending the pitch, I would do a couple of more days with valuable free content. Because, as I mentioned, you want to build a relationship and you want to build trust with your subscriber. And you can only do this by promoting or sending free value. And by providing value and over-delivering value, people see you as an authority and someone they can trust. So I do that for day 5, 6, and 7. Then comes another pitch. But now you can see it says mid-ticket pitch. And a mid-ticket pitch is a product between $20 and $99. So I will show you an example with the prices and conversions in the next slide. But this is a type of mid-ticket product. A mid-ticket product could be a membership product. So let's say that you have a website with a lot of blog posts, and all of these blog posts and guides and tutorials and videos are locked and limited to members. So let's say that someone would pay $25 to $39 a month to get access to this platform to read everything you have to say. So that's an example for a mid-ticket product. Let's go to the next part. After doing a mid-ticket pitch, I typically increase the amount of days I provide value from 3 to 4. Because it's a build-up for day number 13, which is a high-ticket pitch. And a high-ticket pitch is a product between $99 or $100 and $1,000. This is a more customized product and could be one-on-one coaching. It could be a mentoring program. It could be a 4 or 8 week or 12 or 16 week course. It should be something of real value that builds upon what your subscriber has learned throughout day 12. So day 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 12 have promoted content within a certain niche. And you want the high-ticket product to be within the same niche. You could compile everything from all the 12 first days and adding more videos, adding more audio tapes, podcasts, and so on. So this could basically be an upgrade of your membership page and be a one-time payment and get access for, let's say, 12 months or lifetime. It doesn't matter. But the different types of products for high-ticket pitch typically goes within the section of coaching, mentoring, a lot of video content, or a large and comprehensive course. Then for the next 2 days, which is the 2 last days in the 15-day email sequence, I do a reminder on day 14 and a last reminder on day 15. And in these emails, I would say, or both recommend, but also remind people of the different offers that I have. And in the end, you want people to buy the high-ticket primarily because that makes you most money, and it increases your lifetime value for each subscriber that goes through the sequence. But most people will buy the low ticket product, and then fewer people will buy the mid ticket, and even fewer will buy the high ticket product. And what I typically do is that for the different pitches, if people were to click the link in the email to the buy now page, I would track that with a conversion pixel to see if they actually purchased. If they were to purchase, or basically if they clicked the link, they would be added to a separate segment, which is they would be added to a separate list with more responsive people. So people that actually click my emails and paid promotion links in my emails. Because then I will know that if I were to send something to this responsive, clicking, buyer-hungry list, I'm more certain that I will generate sales. And that these people will actually try what I have to promote. So that's the entire setup. And there is something you can do as well. You can, if no one, or if the person don't click, either in day 4, 8, or 13, you can have a tracking, or you can track that. So if they don't click either the links in either one, they will repeat the cycle and go back to day 1 and receive day number 1, but an alternative version. So instead of saying, welcome, here's a free ebook, you should just say, hey, take a look at this ebook. So that it doesn't seem like a cycle. You could also wait 7 days and then start it all over again. That's how I do it. So this is an example over my preferred 3-product email sequence with a low ticket, mid ticket, and high ticket. So let's take a look at what the numbers could be. So let's say that we would send 1,000 people through the sequence. The mid ticket product would be $9. So on day number 4, we would pitch this low ticket product and 5% would purchase the product. That equals $450. And the mid ticket product would be a $39 a month subscription. So on day 8, about 3% would purchase it. So that's $1,170 a month. And after providing 4 days of more value, we would promote a high ticket product valued at $199. Then 1% would purchase this product on the pitch. We now excluded the result we would get with the reminders, but in total with 5, 3, and 1% purchase rate, we will make a total revenue of $3,610 now, and then if all subscribers were to keep up the monthly subscription, we will make $1,170 a month. So that's just from 1,000 people. And you could say that the lifetime value for 1,000 people for 1 month is $3.6 per subscriber. So if you were to acquire a subscriber for less than $3.60, you will make a profit. And when I customize and create marketing campaigns on Facebook or Bing or through solo ads, I typically get a subscriber for less than $1. So imagine your profit margins doing this 15-day email sequence, given that you actually have a 3-day or a 3-product business, or a business promoting 3 different offers. Just take a look at them. I will just give you a minute or a couple of 20 seconds to actually look at this model to see how it works, and give you time to think about how you can lay out your business with your product and split it into 2 or 3 different products, low, mid, and high ticket, and give you time to think about how you could structure this entire thing and what type of value and information that you will be sending with the free value days. So I will give you 15 seconds to do that now. Okay, so this was an example of the potential of running a 15-day email sequence. And again, the reason why you want to run these email sequences is because you want to increase your return on investment. And by sending pre-written emails to your email list, you build both a relationship automatically, but you can also leverage this relationship to make money. And when people trust you, they buy from you. So I'll now go over different services that can be used as an autoresponder or different autoresponder services. So let's head over to Chrome, and the first one is GetResponse. And I personally have a lot of experience with GetResponse, and it is a great tool. It is fairly cheap, and I'll go through the pricing just in a minute. And it is one of the places people start when they start creating their own online business. They also provide opportunity to increase your, or let's just take a look at pricing. And with a pricing page, there should be what you get. So if you have a list of $1,000, it would cost you $15 a month, and the price will go up. But as you can see, you can increase the subscribers you have for the different packages. But they have 4 packages. They have Email, Pro, Max, and Enterprise. I had a Pro one. And as you can see, you will get a feature with being able to host webinars with up to 100 attendees. You will have a webinar where, or actually GetResponse will host or provide you with the opportunity to host a webinar that gets up to 100 visitors. So that's a great way. And they also have something called Workflows, which basically is a drag and drop feature to build email sequences. So this is GetResponse. I will add a link to register for GetResponse at the bottom of this page in the resources used section. So let's go over to the next one. The next one is called Aweber. Let's see. Aweber.com. There we go. So this is Aweber, and it is the same thing, but there is a slightly different approach. With GetResponse, you have the opportunity to do something called single opt-in. A single opt-in is where you, once a subscriber or once a visitor types in their email address in your subscribe form and click subscribe, they're automatically added to your list. With Aweber, they are using something called double opt-in, or something, or it is also called the golden standard. Well, the golden standard is, instead of automatically adding the subscriber to your list once they click subscribe, they are sent a confirm subscription email. And this confirm subscription email makes it so that you ensure that the people that subscribes actually want to subscribe. So they have to open their email, go to the mail that you sent them, the confirmation mail, and click confirm subscription. The backside with this is that most people, or many people, won't actually do this, so you will get fewer subscribers. But you ensure that the subscribers you actually receive are of high quality. So that's Aweber and a future they have. So the prices for Aweber is a bit higher, as you can see. On GetResponse, you could get about 1,000 subscribers for $15, and here you have to pay $19 a month for 500. So there are a lot of reviews comparing GetResponse and Aweber, and most of the times GetResponse got better of Aweber due to the price and support and everything. But this is a personal matter, so if you were to like the interface for Aweber better than GetResponse, go for Aweber. Go for the thing that you find most fitting for you. Everyone has different needs, and The same goes for choosing an autoresponder. I personally use something called Mautic, which is a open source free marketing automation system that you actually install on your website hosting. And by using this one, this is for more advanced, and you have to set it up and have technical skills so that you can install, add scripts and so on. But what I like with Mautic is that it is free to get, and I send free emails. So instead of paying the amounts that you saw on both GetResponse and with Aweber, I pay nothing for sending emails. The only thing that I pay is the yearly fee of having my hosting. So this is one great tool, but there are a lot of different downsides with choosing Mautic, because you have to do more coding to make it look more, make it to look better, and you also have to do some coding and authorization so that the Mautic software that you install on your hosting actually have the rights and are authorized to send emails from your domain. But that being said, let me just give you a quick overview over how the dashboard looks. So with Mautic you have different options. You have the opportunity to create forms, different segments. You can track clicks. And you also have the opportunity to see where the people are from. And you can also see open rate, conversion rate, and all of these. And you can also add a point system so that when people subscribes or click and open your email, they will add a point, and once you go through your contacts page, you will be able to see what people have received the different or gotten or made themselves a point, and then you could add all of these into a separate list. And by adding these people into a separate list, you can increase your conversions by pre-qualifying your audience and your list to only being people that interact with the content that you send. So these were examples of different services that you can choose in order to build your own autoresponder, or get your own autoresponder, or build one if you choose Mautic. My recommendation is that you start out with either GetResponse or Aweber to get the hang of how autoresponders are used, so that you can build a list with these ones, and then at the same time after you have gotten experience, you try Mautic and add your email list into Mautic and send from Mautic, and try to see how your conversions goes with Mautic instead of Aweber and GetResponse. And if you were to get the same conversions and open rates and click rates, you could consider leaving GetResponse or Aweber and primarily focus on Mautic. I'll not show you exactly how to set up an email sequence with GetResponse or Aweber or Mautic, because that's something you can search online at Google or YouTube, and I will actually add videos for those down below in the resources used section, so that you can see both how to install Mautic and how to set up email sequences with the different options. And that's it for this video about autoresponders, and this was the last video in module 3 about e-business creation. What comes next is that you have to ensure that you have the knowledge through each lesson, or that you have understood each lesson throughout this module really good. Because next up you have a module quiz. And you have to take this module quiz in order to get a diploma at the end, or get a diploma for actually completing social outcoming and a 5-phase course that we have. So make sure that you have understood every single lesson in this module, and then you can proceed to taking the quiz and unlocking 1/5 of the diploma.